Hi, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending where you are on our beautiful blue planet of ours. I am Bradford Rhoades, your host, your artist, and this is another episode of Thinking Beyond the Paint. And this is where your intuition, your ideas, and your creativity paint the story. Okay, let's get started. Well, in our last episode, I talked about perception, and when you change, if you remember, when you change your perception about something, it can, will change what that thing is. And so today I'm going to also kind of recap with perception into the clouds. Now, what do we mean by that? Well, typically, maybe some people just look at clouds as just fluffy, right? White clouds in the sky. If you look at clouds with a different perception, right? Clouds are made up of energy like everything else in the world, right? And they're also made up of water, which to me, water represents life. And with that then, right? Because you can't really obviously go without water. So looking at clouds as basically as more than just a cloud, right? It's life. It's the part of the essence of our world. So, and when I do that, it helps me paint a different story and start telling the story. So if you look carefully here, there's these nice little fluffy white eyebrows going, and then with a nose, and you can see like a mouth here. And so I have I am's face, coming through. With, his face coming through, it's gonna give, that more of a feeling of just interaction, right? The things are going on. Talked about the heart with the heart's desire. We have this kind of the representation of like the subconscious going. This could be like a cross, making a reference, obviously to Jesus. And if you look here, there's like a mouth, there's eyes here. I got like two eyes. There's like a nose, mouth here. This for me is almost looks like a lion for me, right? And then that's like his eye. And so what I'm doing in telling the story is I'm trying to bring things to life with a different perception. And then another perception I have with clouds is to make a reference is to a dream, right? Dreams can be very powerful, and I think I might even have an episode or get into more dreams. I've been really studying dreams, including Neville Goddard, which I've mentioned. He has some great references on like right before you go to sleep. There's like kind of that just right before you want to start thinking about like what you want, and it's like you're kind of starting to control your dream. At least you're attempting to, right, to push it. And then I would actually urge, a great way to create is with the dreams is you have like a little journal, right? And so if you have just a really cool dream, right, you're going to want to write it down, because I don't know about you, but like when I wake up, most of the time I can't remember, like, like it slips your memory. All right. And you can see here what I'm doing. This is already kind of has this white, and just by just barely going here, right, by adding the blue back, you'll see like these little clouds already kind of forming. So, if you do paint, this is a great way to just start forming little clouds, and don't stress about it, right? Just what I'll do too is I'll take a back look, and I'll step back, and then I'll start looking at it and getting a different perception by just simply taking a step away. And that's a great way of creating stuff. Sometimes, we need to take that look backwards and so we can have a different viewpoint. Just going to add some more white. And then also I would suggest, if you do paint clouds, is like when I'm done today, what I will do is I'll let this dry, right? I'll let it dry, and then once that does, then I'll do like another like kind of layer of it. And then, because if you don't let it dry with the layers, you can just start, it like bleeds together, right? Like it's just but when you do this, and then I let that dry, and then like this here, right? This is all dry. So it's a great way just to paint clouds. I love clouds, by the way. I'm always checking out clouds and taking photos with my iPhone. And with changing the perception about, the way I think of clouds and feel about the clouds, I start, again, telling a different story, and including the way I even with looking at clouds, I sometimes wonder what if, God, I was looking down, but I was just too busy, in our daily grind, and we didn't bother to even look up, and, what if God was just, giving us a wave, and again, we didn't even bother to notice. We're just so into ourselves. So that also, by changing that thought, it makes me look within and reflect, can I, be a better person, think differently, just by, again, changing the perception of the way I feel and look at things in life. And I think it helps me anyway stay grounded. So if you're kind of looking for that direction, it's a great way to, just start looking at how you look at the clouds, the mountains. Everything's made up of energy, and we're all just one big picture together. So I think we'll wrap things up here with that. You can just see we just barely touched that. Okay, so I will see you next time. This is Thinking Beyond the Paint. Again, I'm Bradford Rhoades. I thank you for joining me. If you like this, please be sure to hit the like button, follow, and be sure to tell your friends, family, and I will see you next time. All right, take care of each other. Bye-bye.